Talks. This is the first official podcast. My name is Ade, Boss Made member over here. Right now, I have on one of the Boss Made hoodies from Teespring. Live life your way. Don't
Okay.
fuck with the merch. This is my brother over here. Introduce yourself.
You guys talking to Up AME right now. What's going on? Welcome to the first episode. We're going to get into a lot of good topics, but right now we're just going to introduce ourselves. And to my right,
It's yours truly, Brooke. I'm actually wearing the Boss Man hoodie, the original
The
one.
original, yeah, show the
So
back.
me, hold on.
Aha, red. You know what I'm saying?
All red.
Oh, you gotta show yours. Show you. Boss Made green zip up hoodie.
all apparel will be linked in the description below.
Yes.
No
We got two
vibes.
different sites, the Teespring site and then our official bossmadeshop.com. Everything is available, everything is live. But besides that, we're going to hop right into it and introduce ourselves just so you guys can at least get a familiarity with the people you guys are going to be speaking to. Besides that, I'm going to start off. I'm a baby. I'm a diagnostic medical sonographer in training, and I'm in school. But by next year, I'll be in the workforce, get into it, and continuing to motivate our generation to be better than what we are right now. Um, Brooke,
I'm Brooke. I'm your fellow teacher, kinda. I mean, I work with special needs kids, and like you said, I just work every day just to make the next generation bigger and better than what we are.
And I am Ade, last but not least. I'm a registered nurse for 2 years now. Graduated from nursing school in 2020. Prime COVID times, you know. Can you believe we're already like 2 years past that shit?
Nah,
Almost
I
three
was
years past that
thinking
shit.
about that too.
That
That's
is
really
crazy, right?
crazy.
But yeah, I work in a hospital right now, medical ICU. Also part of Boss Made, you know, it's our brand.
yeah, we can go a little more to talk about that. But we have a brand called Boss Made where we just want to give back to the youth while showing that it's cool to be a boss and trying to get everything you want in life while still working.
Exactly.
Working a 9 to 5 is cool. Um,
Yeah, facts.
get into the
Facts.
bag, supporting your family, making sure your family is good and thriving for the next generations to come is a boss, not just get into the fast money. Nah, you have to be able to live for your family.
Exactly. So basically, our brand's statement is to always elevate yourself. You don't want to become too stagnant. But whichever way you choose, like everybody has a different path in life. Our road is not all the same, but we all have the same end goal. It's to be a boss. But
Yep.
let's not get too much into
Facts.
that. This is the Boss Made podcast and Boss
Boss
Talks.
talks,
Yeah, so
So
the topic for today is going to be life in your 20s.
and
Exactly.
I can
Life
speak
in
for
your
all of us.
20s.
We are all in our 20s. I'm 24. Brooke is
I am 24.
I'm 23.
Next
23.
month.
Turning 24 though. My birthday's coming up. You know what I'm
By
saying?
this comes out, he's gonna
Word.
be 24.
So you gotta always remember that life in your 24s, everybody wants to just enjoy life,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna just start off real quick. If you guys don't mind,
Now
life
go
in your
ahead.
24s or life in your 20s, if I may per se, should be when you lay down the foundation for your life in your 30s and 40s, where you guys can actually relax and enjoy your family to the fullest. Where you don't have to worry about, oh, I gotta work every day, every hour, just so I can pay the next bill.
Mm.
I don't see that as living. I just see that as getting by, and I don't want to get by. And that's why I try to work as hard as I possibly can. And I know you guys work hard.
Yeah, my life in my 20s has been, I can't complain honestly, but it is a struggle because you go with it day by day. You don't really know what's going to happen next. You see your peers at different stages of their lives. Like not everybody's in the same stage of their lives. You have some people having kids. You got some people buying houses. You got people, still with their
Getting
parents. You know what I'm saying? Getting married. Fucking traveling every 2 years,
Surprise you how often you see it
every couple
just
years.
pop up on your timeline. Bro, how do you feel about personally just living life in your 20s and seeing all your peers either get married or get pregnant?
Different stages of their
Different stages. I
lives.
don't know if
You
you want
know,
to go first.
I mean, you know me. I'm very open and honest with anything I say, anything I do. But life in your 20s is crazy because like you said, like I have friends that have kids. Then I have friends that don't have kids. Then I have friends that want to travel. Then I have friends that work so hard that they have to pay their bills. You know what I'm saying? Then I have
Yeah,
people that are living with their parents. So it's like a whole, it's so many different people and you don't realize it until like, you know what I'm saying? You really sit there and
yeah.
look like, oh shit, like, damn, this person's doing this person's doing that. But for me, I feel like living in your 20s, yes, you're supposed to set up your future, but at the same time,
You gotta have fun.
you gotta have fun.
Gotta have fun.
Okay, so why I would
Because,
ask, my fault to
no,
interrupt,
go ahead.
but you just gave us a whole description and breakdown of all the different people you know that have their own different paths and like doing different things.
Hmm.
So what I would ask you is, you seeing all of these different paths, how do you know which path do you want to go down? Which path do you want to, let's say,
That becomes
hop on before you change lanes into a different path? You know what I'm saying?
okay. Yeah, so I can definitely get into that because
And I would ask you the same thing as what I did.
Yeah, let her finish first.
for
Yeah.
me personally, like right now, I'm so primed in like living life. Yes, live life to the fullest, but also live life where you can set something for yourself. Like you feel me?
Facts.
Like I definitely point blank period definitely suggest people that are under 20 or even in their 20s or even older than 20s that don't have a job with like a 401k or a retirement plan. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
right now that shit don't hurt to put $20, $30 into your 401k. You know what I'm saying? From your check, $50 into your 401k. You feel what I'm trying to say? So it's like do that now when you can because some people have the pleasure of living with their parents, some people don't. But if you do, like I'm saying, take advantage of everything that you could take advantage of now while you're young, so when you get older and you build that life, like my 401k probably gonna be, it's gonna be big bank because I already started since I was so young, like you know what I'm saying. That's always been a priority, but it's a priority, but I also want to be like, okay, I still have money to travel, I still have money to have fun and live my life to the fullest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a healthy balance. I agree with what Brooke was saying. You have to have a healthy balance. Life can't be all serious 24/7 because God forbid you lose your life tomorrow. I'm not wishing
Shit.
that upon
God forbid.
anybody.
No.
But you gotta enjoy your life because we're not over here just to work, 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 worry about the next day, worry about the next bill. You know, nobody wants to live their life stressed out like that. That's why people have freaking hypertension,
Yeah.
freaking high
Anxiety,
blood
like
pressure, anxiety. You know,
social
that's not.
anxiety is such a big thing nowadays too. Like that's a whole
Yeah,
different thing. Like coming up in this generation, like social anxiety, anxiety in general is just so high. Even with younger kids, like 10, 9. You feel what I'm trying to say? Like I know my nieces and nephews say they suffer with anxiety. And it's
yeah,
like they're already so young. So imagine when they get to the point where they have pressure. You know what I'm saying? When life starts to apply pressure. When you 18, everybody craves to be 18, right or wrong? Because when I was young, I used to be like, yo, when I'm 18, When I'm
Can't wait.
21, I can't wait. 18, 21 came and I'm like, nah, why can't I be 10, 12? Like, I want to be 10,
yeah,
12. You feel me? Like, I want
Just
to be
to
this.
yeah.
revert back to the old
Exactly.
days.
Yeah,
But
so like I was saying, it's not healthy to live your life stressed out like that all the time. Like you have to have a healthy balance. So try to have your fun, but also look towards your future because you don't want to be having too much fun where you get left behind, and then
Hmm.
now you blink and you're
time is
40
on. Yeah.
and you're not young anymore and you have no money in the bank and you have no assets and you have no house and you have nothing set for your future and you're still the same as you were when you were in your 20s. No improvement whatsoever. So that's where we don't want that to happen to you guys. We don't want that to happen to ourselves.
Ourselves,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
And then you see your peers too succeeding,
exactly,
and you're just
exactly,
watching. You
and you're just
know.
watching. So that's where my mindset is. You have to have a healthy balance between
So just
work hard, play hard.
so just for me to hop in real quick, you guys, y'all travel. For me, I'm that friend. You guys may not know that, but I'm that friend in that group that I don't like to go out. I personally, I don't like going out past my circle or within my limits within the city I'm in. And I have my peers, the people that I've grown with, that I continue to hopefully have a future growing with as well in the future. They go out, they travel, and I'm still at home, and I think to myself like, damn, am I missing out? Am I wasting my time? Am I wasting my youth away? But it's like I have to also bring myself back in and realize that all this time that I'm putting into the craft that I'm choosing to put my career into,
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing it for a reason to enjoy that lifestyle when I am able to travel with you guys. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like I don't want you guys to fall into the dream of I have to travel all the time with my friends. It's not for everybody to always travel. You guys have to know what you need to do for yourself in life. For me personally, I know that I am not in a position where I can travel and just spend this money because I know I have to support my parents.
Yeah.
I have to give them money on the side. I have to pay my bills. I have to do this. I have to do that. And I'm not gonna go into detail about it because at the end of the day, it's my business, it's not yours. And I deal with that in my own way. But like I said, you guys, yes, you guys need to enjoy your youth, but don't fall in love with the dream of I need to always spend money. I need to every vacation. I need to every trip. I need to go.
Every
No.
Right?
birthday, you gotta go out.
Because if
Either
you
like
look
you
at
feel
your
what I'm trying to
statements
say?
at the end of the year, that shit adds up.
Yo!
Like
Yo!
that money that you're spending, it adds up.
Yes.
It's
Like
like
so,
be smart with your
be
money.
smart with your
It's
money.
cool to save
Be
your
smart
money.
with your money.
It's cool to invest your money as well. Don't just go out and say I want to buy this or buy that drinks to for what?
To chill.
To
Like for the
Let's
night.
really
and
talk
that's what
about
I'm-
it
Ooh,
because
let's talk about
going
that.
outside in New
It's,
York City, you gotta
overrated.
spend a minimum of $100.
Oh no,
every
minimum
time.
is now $100, especially if you don't drive and you take cabs, nigga. Man, you know what I'm saying? Like if you spending
You
150,
spending at least
150
just to go
All for it.
outside
Hookah,
and
bottle, eat, cabs, 150
It's
eat minimum.
And it's like
And how many
that
times?
has become the norm.
The norm.
And if you can't
do that,
on a regular,
clip. They don't
you're
work.
looked at
Yeah.
like the black sheep of the family or the black sheep of your person.
Let's do some quick
And
math
that's
real
not
quick.
fair.
Let's do some quick math
That's
real
not
quick.
right.
Because Brooke just said 150 minimum going outside.
Yeah.
How many weeks are there in a year? 52 weeks.
About, yeah.
Let's do the math real quick. How many times do you go out a week?
Even if you don't go
Or
out
every other week? Even every other week.
Every other week, yeah.
Let's do the math. Let's
yeah.
divide it real quick.
And you guys gotta understand why we're saying to do the math on this. Because even if it's just 150, that's 150 that you can put towards.
Yeah, you may think of it like, oh, that's 150, but realistically,
So let's say 52. Let's say you go out every 2 weeks, right? That's 26.
Walk them down play by play what you doing.
So 26 weeks. She said she's spending
150.
around 150. So
and that's a minimum.
that's
so
minimum.
That's not you trying to show out to your friends. That's not
That's
like,
just you
oh,
enjoying them.
that's just like I'm gonna put my portion and that's it. That's not you showing out. That's not you being like I got it. That's not you being like, oh, it's okay. I want this and I'm gonna still get it for me. That's just you.
So
just
that's
putting in
let's
whatever.
let's
in a
just
group.
say
That's a group of.
Yeah.
That's a group setting. That's not like you know what I'm saying? Like one on one. Like that's not.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I don't know.
Let's just say you go out one time in those every 2 weeks. You're spending at least $4,000 going out
That's
one
crazy.
time every 2 weeks. 4,000. You could
that
save
adds
a
up.
lot of money, and that adds up. And some weeks you go out more than once a week. Maybe
Yeah.
you go out twice a week, 3 times a week.
It's a
Like
special
some weeks you
event.
just like you have special occasions
And
like a
sometimes
baby
you wanna-
shower, something that
sometimes
I'm
you
playing a
wanna fall
birthday.
for- If you a fella, you outside, you see a shorty you like, you want to buy her some drinks. Now you gotta double that up by 2-3 times what you would normally do.
Yeah. So
Just to accommodate her.
This
to
is
make
just-
her, just to build a persona that you got it like that.
That's what I'm
Let's
saying.
really
Yeah.
talk about
Ooh,
why
that's a-
we in our 20s have to live by a persona where if you don't have the money to show you got it, you don't really got it.
Yeah.
I know people that have it in their pockets that won't even go out, but when it comes time to spend money, they'll be the first to drop the bag.
Yeah.
And just going out and spending money does not mean you have the bag. And I think we're in a time where people don't comprehend that.
They don't.
And we need to really speak about money management skills in our generation. And it's not only our generation, it's the generation before us. It's the generation that's going to come after us. Because if we can't handle our own money, there's no way the generation after us is going to be.
That's a fact.
And it's a shame. How do you, as a registered nurse, how would you inform the people of proper ways to save their money? Because at your age, you're doing a lot better than people your age. You feel me? I don't know if you want to go into details of what you did, but I'm as your man, as your friend, I'm going for
Facts. I'm not gonna
At his
lie.
age, he had a car while still in college. As soon as he graduated, he got his crib right off the bat. Then he got a job as a registered nurse, all before the age of 24. And he's doing something that
That's
a
25
lot
is the
of
highlight.
people his age, a lot of people older than him couldn't dream of. And you feel me? I really want to clap it up for him because he is also an inspiration to me and my friend group to keep
Big
pushing,
facts.
to keep growing, because you guys need to also understand that it's cool to go to school. It's cool to grind. It's cool to get to that job that nobody in your friend group has.
Yeah.
To
I'm not gonna
push them
lie.
to that next level. Okay? It's not everybody needs to be a scammer. Not everybody needs to be a drug dealer. Don't ever get that twisted.
Yeah.
It's not cool to do that. Some
Yeah.
people have to do that to survive, but you don't have to do that as the number one.
No.
Exactly. So I like how you said that it's cool to go to school. It's cool to work. You know what I'm saying? It's not cool to be a scammer drug dealer because all of that is just fast money.
Fast money
It might
goes
be
fast.
good.
You feel me?
Fast
You
money
do
is
it.
never a good thing.
Fast money goes fast.
It
Let's
goes
really talk about it.
fast.
Fast money goes fast.
It really does because you might have it one day and then you might never have it ever again
Mm-hmm.
due to whatever circumstance, whether the police comes and picks you up or those opportunities just never happen for you again. Like if you go to school, you get a stable career, you just know you have that safety net so you don't have to worry about ever being broke again. That's just a safety net. I'm not saying you have to work this job for the rest of your life and retire when you're 60, but it's just cool to have that safety net.
There.
It's an opportunity, and you can always grow in your whatever career choice you choose, whatever you want to do. If you want to go up in the rankings and hierarchy, like I want to possibly own a private practice one day in my future. I see that happening. That's just like the highest rank of my career, my career path that I chose. So it's cool to go up in that ranking, but like I said before, you don't have to work like 40 years and retire when you're 60. This is where we're laying the foundations now while we're in our 20s. So we don't have to retire when we're old. So we can retire when we're young, in our late 20s and our 30s. So going to school is just a safety net for me. It's better than getting quick money as like a drug dealer or a scammer. It's just a safety net to have. And like I said, you can always move. I know I'm repeating myself, but you can always move up in the brackets or whatever career choice you choose. So you can always make more money doing that, or you can lay the foundations now, open many businesses, whether it's clothing, stocks, real estate. You can open those businesses and hopefully retire in your early 30s or even before you turn 30.
And just to hop in real quick before you go, bro, just to segue, we're not saying there's nothing wrong with having a fasting, but that should not be your end all be all.
Yeah.
At all. You feel me? If you're doing it to get from one point to another point where you need to better yourself, that's fine. But to do that without having an actual stable foundation is illogical. You're setting yourself up for failure. And I don't think at all that is the smart thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to know what you're doing. If you're gonna get into a life of where you're selling drugs, okay, don't let that be your life forever. You don't want to be that guy that's 65 on the street. The kids is gonna look at you like you're a fool. All right, I'm saying that with all due respect. I know people that were in this lifestyle. They're not in that lifestyle no more. Why? Because they plan accordingly. Okay, they put their money to the side because why? They put it and invested it properly. Like I said before, you guys don't want to be trapped when you're 45 with no goal in the end sight. You feel me? And now you're just living to live, and that's not life. That you're just getting by. I don't think that's living. All right, but Brooke, you were about to say something like.
Okay, so going back, because I remember, I still remember.
I want to give some highlights of Brooke herself as well because she's doing something that a lot of people want to get into but lose the determination to do.
Yeah.
For me, she's a teacher teaching the next generation, and teachers don't get enough highlight. They help the youth. They help our future.
They do.
Because without the future, without the youth, we have no future. Yeah. And this is one of our foundations. This is one of our bricklayers. Yeah. So thank you. Thank you.
I appreciate it. But like Adam was saying, like even like going up in the rankings, like you feel me? Like there's jobs that you can go into and start off even like for instance for my job, like you can start off as a TA or even like the person that runs the front desk, right? Yeah. And they'll pay for your school to go to school to higher education, then to get into something bigger as a teacher. So now you're getting paid. Now what you was getting paid $15 an hour. Now you're getting paid $40 an hour. Then you go from a teacher, they want you to be a therapist. Now you go from being $40 an hour to 75 to 85. You know what I'm saying? So you go from level to level to level to level. And that's something that an industry that you go into, that you choose, all right, this is the field I want to go into. This is what I'm thinking of, right? You go into it thinking, all right, this is where I'm going to start. And they'll build on you. Like that's your stepping stone. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Adam said, yeah, you can go higher up in the rankings. And there's bosses that will put into you. There's people in your job frame that that's gonna tell you, no, let's not just leave you as this. I want you to be this and this and this and this and this. And then that makes you build yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like how Brooke said that. So even my job, they do the same thing. Like they pay for your higher education.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
So take advantage of that.
If your
job has that opportunity for you, take advantage of that because they're literally paying for your success. So there's no downside to that. So if you want to move up higher in the rankings, please take advantage of that.
Especially if
It's a
you
very
guys,
good point.
Yeah, you feel me? My bad since well. Especially if you guys are in a career that you know you want to stay in long lasting, and they have an opportunity for you to go back to school where you can climb the ranks to get paid more at the drop of their dime. Why are you not doing it?
Yeah,
exactly.
And you feel me? I heard many people say this. It takes a wise man to learn from the mistakes of others.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody can learn from the mistakes of others. Okay. But if I don't learn from your mistakes and I just continue to make the same mistakes, I'm fooling myself.
That's true.
Exactly.
Anybody can be a wise man. Everybody can be a fool. Okay. Don't be anybody. Be everybody that is smart and doing the right thing, please. I know I said a fucking
that was like
but you guys know what the fuck I mean. I'm a little tipsy.
Yeah. And always take advice from people that know better than you. Always keep your eyes open, keep your ears open. It's always good to learn from other people. Like, don't be like such a prideful person where you can't take something from somebody else. You can always learn something from somebody else. Like we did in the mock podcast before this. We learned Patreon exclusive. We're not putting this on YouTube. I mean, that one on YouTube. Yeah, so if y'all want to see that, you know, sign up for the Patreon. No cap. It was mad funny. We had we talked about some real stuff.
Updates on those stories later.
Word. But we can always learn from each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, just don't always be the person that has to get their points across. Be the person that sits down and listens intently to what people are telling you around you.
Yeah, because some people have the best intent for you and you don't even realize it. Like the last podcast, I thought I was right. I didn't care what y'all said. Like I was like, fuck whatever these niggas saying. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm gonna do. And come to tell me they were right and I was wrong.
Being a good listener, you can go a long way with that.
My life coming down. I don't know how to see but coming down.
But just to ask you guys a quick question for me, just to segue, since we're in our 20s, right? And I know everybody can't go to school, right? And school is not for everybody.
No, it's not.
We're big enough how everybody should go to school if they can. But let's talk about the opportunities that's there for people that don't go to school. There's trade schools available.
Got a lot of points on that.
There's opportunities where you can just take a course online, making bank.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that to tell people, like, there's plenty of opportunities. You guys don't have to let selling whatever type of illegal drug there is out there or scamming whatever type of thing you're scamming has to be your end goal. No. That could just be a way for you guys to fund your future.
Yeah, college is not the only option. Just take the time to learn a skill.
Something.
Learn whatever skill. Like if you want to get your real estate license, go ahead and get that.
I can tell you a lot of.
Just learn a skill that can make you money.
Especially if you're energetic and you can talk, you can
in the long
sell
run.
houses. You can probably be a good salesman.
Honestly, for like my females out there, there's so many different trades I can get into. There's nails, hair. Those are all primary, like nails, hair, body, massage. Like there's so much different trades that you can get into and make the bag with. Like it's crazy. Like your limit is really limitless. Like you really have if you find something you love, even art is something that is hard to get into, but once you get into it you can make bread. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's so many different things. College may not be it for you. There's trades. Locksmithing is a trade. Like there's so many construction is a trade. You know, you get your OSHA license, you could get a job from an OSHA license. You get your CDL is a big thing. You know what I'm saying? You can even get into MTA with a CDL. Definitely one suggestion I have for everybody is even put yourself for the New York State exams, like the sanitation exam, the MTA exam. Those are all free stuff that you can put yourself forward to. And like I said, they help you pay for your CDL. They help you pay for your license. They help you move forward, and you could benefit from that because the benefits with a New York State job is insane.
And just to jump in, all these links may be in the description if I remember.
I do want to add on to what Brooke said.
We want to help.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to help the generation that's next.
We want to help at least
the New York State jobs are crazy.
One person, we've done our job, and this podcast was a success. This first episode was a success, and especially if you guys click that link, you know, at some point if you tell them, "Yo, Boss Talk sent me here," yo.
Time MTA now. I got some links to MTA.
Get us some sponsors, y'all. Help us, help you, help us.
Yeah, I do want to add on to what Brooke said. So once you guys learn that skill, get that trade, get that job, you know, that's making you money for the meter on. Don't let your money sit in the bank.
Mm.
Because if it's just sitting in the bank, it's not doing you no good.
Yeah.
Because it's not appreciating in value. It's just sitting there.
Very true.
So if it's just sitting in the bank, it's not going to help you make any more money. It's just going to sit there. Like, and over time, as it goes, the value of the money is just going to decrease over time because the living expenses are going up. Inflation has been going up. So the value of it is not going to hold any value to sit in the bank. Make sure you invest your money. Invest, 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 invest. I don't care about what it is. Just don't let it sit there, get stale, and do nothing for you. Because your money can make you more money. I promise you, it will. It can make you more money. It can multiply.
Just to hop in real quick. This is a question for both of y'all. For me, especially as we're in our 20s, living in 2022, about to go into 2020. You guys see the state of the country that we're living in. You guys see the state of the world that we're living in. But like I was saying, how do you guys feel just about the state of the world, the state of from you drive, so how gas is affecting you. You pay tax,
bro.
how taxes affect you.
I bought gas like 3 times this week, bro, and my tank is like $100 to fill up.
That's another
That's
expense
crazy.
that we have to worry about, and especially living in towns like this, where
even food, like I'm not gonna lie, like
even food
to cook in my crib, it'd be
like
if I just go out and spend the same amount of money.
This all goes back to my
like,
point of where
crazy.
I really wanted to push the point where planning ahead for your own future, even if it's weeks ahead, months ahead, you're doing yourself a justice. You're doing yourself a benefit where you don't have to worry about all of these problems. Like these two people next to me, they're both working jobs where they're paying their bills. Even though they don't like the bills, they have the money to fund that. They don't have to worry about the next bill because they have a job that they can trust.
Yeah.
So
that's
the point I want you guys to leave with is don't just stay stagnant in one spot and feel like you're gonna get far in life. No, you have to do better. You have to do more. You have to come. You have to come and go to the next level every time you wake up and go to sleep.
Every time you make one step, you got to take another step forward. Like
Absolutely.
every time you, like even when you walk in, you can't walk somewhere and not move forward. You got to keep moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you have to, especially if you want to take care of your family in the future.
mm-hmm.
You can't stay stagnant because I'm doing this for them. Honestly, I'm not even doing it for myself. So I just want to make sure everybody in my family's good, my friends are good, everybody's taken care of. That's what I'm doing it for. You have to have a reason for why you're motivated, what you're doing it for,
and also what you love like
Yeah.
your career for. You know what I'm saying? Like me, like I said, in the mock trial that y'all have to, go on the Patreon for, I said like, I go to work every day and trying to make a kid smile. You know what I'm saying? Like making their day, making them happy, and just like, having them go the next day and be like, all right, I made it this far, Miss Brooke, and I'm gonna go this further because you pushing me. You know what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of kids at my job, they can't speak. They have no words. You know what I'm saying? They have a lot of like, mental development problems. So I just sit there and work with them one on one. And every time they reach a goal, it's like, oh, what we getting today? McDonald's, pizza, like we getting something. You want a cupcake? Like to reward them because that is a big reward because you're teaching them valuable skills, to move on with life.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing, honestly. And that doesn't get enough insight. And when Teachers Week comes, we're gonna have a special podcast.
Teachers Week? Okay. I got a few teachers that I can put on
So I have
the podcast.
a question for you guys.
Yeah.
What are your most 3 important tips to give people in their 20s to go about their lives?
We can start from right to left.
Oh, damn it. Fuck.
3 most important tips
Um,
you would give somebody in their 20s.
Take the New York state exams or take the state exams wherever you are. Take the FDNY or whatever, like, fire department, police department, take all of those exams that you can because they're all worth it at the end. I mean, like, do what you can, but travel. Like, try to go and see different places because you never know where you're at or where you are right now is where you want to be. So if you go to another state or something and you see that, oh, like, damn, this lifestyle is a little bit different. These people are a little bit different. You may like it and want to go there. And the third point is just worry about yourself and what you really truly care about. Like, be true to yourself. Don't be true to what your friends have to say. Don't be true to what you think. Don't be true to what your parents say. Be true to yourself and do what truly makes you happy.
From yours truly.
From yours truly, bro.
That was truly beautiful. But you
All
feel me?
right.
I want you guys to truly hear me as I say this.
All right, Ope.
Um,
What's yours?
he may have said it a little wrong. It's Uppe. You guys call me Uppe. I get it right. But one,
Up it.
um, I want you guys to always move with love in life, regardless of what you do. It doesn't. You always kill wickedness with kindness. I don't care in what situation. You will make the most angry person just seeking your downfall fume with anger, more anger, because they see you moving life happy, not worried about them. Move with love. For me, in everything you do, it doesn't matter what it is. Just move with love. And I'm working with that. You feel me? Adam, he's known me since middle school. For me, Chris in the background, he's known me for a long time as well. I have trouble working with my anger, but it's through the grace of God and with love that I found myself higher than I was a couple of years ago. For me, two, never feel that where you are is where you're gonna end in life. So always move with the mindset of it is what it is. All right, it is what it is. It doesn't matter if you lost $500 yesterday in the stock market. Tomorrow's a new day. All right, it is what it is. Keep moving. Don't get stagnant, because as soon as you get stagnant, your body stops moving, blood stops flowing. It's not moving right. You're dead. All right, so always move. And three, just smile. Smiling, honestly. Because smiling, it creates dopamine in your body. Creating dopamine in your body keeps you happy. Keeping you happy keeps your blood pumping properly. And you ain't gonna die young. God's willing. Amen to that.
Amen to that.
All right.
That's on you, Adam.
My three tips is to always pray.
Mm,
Talk to God.
wow, I forgot that.
Always start your days off with prayer. I know sometimes people try to neglect that, but it'll definitely help you out. Start your days off with prayer. Um, Two, I would say, is keep your body right. I know we're all in our 20s now, but we're not getting any we're not getting any younger, you know what I'm saying? So get your body right, eat right, go to the gym, make sure you're right for the future. And three, I would say, is try to find your passion, because if you live in life with no passion, are you really living? So try to find your passion, see how you can benefit others with that, find your purpose exactly, how you can benefit others with that. What is your what are you giving to the world? What is your service to the world?
What's your impact?
What's your impact?
Impact.
So find your passion, find out how that can make you some money, you know what I'm saying? Even if you want to do nonprofit, it's all up to you.
Day,
I'm trying to get some
nonprofits
profit.
paid.
I'm not gonna lie. They do get paid, but I'm trying to make some
It's a real
profit.
thing.
It is a real thing, but those are my three tips to y'all. Pray, get your body right, find your passion.
Bro, can I steal this mic from you one last time?
Yes,
I feel like those three tips, they gave us a good way to segue to close off this first podcast. I feel
Yeah.
like it was a great way to introduce what we will be talking about in future podcasts and introducing you guys to just a few personalities that will be showing up on this podcast.
Right.
I can tell you for certain that you guys can look out for a lot of great guests, a lot of great people that's going to share a lot of great stories and just great vibes, open conversations, and no judgment. And even if we judge, we're going to say it to your face so you don't feel like we're stabbing you in your back. It's open conversations. Open conversations is always good.
Keeping it real. We all learning at the same time. We
All
all have different
talks.
opinions here. All talks.
But besides that,
Closing out.
I appreciate you guys. Much love. Move with love. Move with happiness. God bless. All sauce.
Lately I've been thinking what's the better route. Gotta watch out that back door they try.